Hey, everybody. Good afternoon. Good evening. Welcome to another episode of the Witching Hour podcast. I'm your host, John Royceland, as always, and back with me tonight, hailing from the Atlanta, Georgia area. Bless the Dead is in the house tonight. They're in their practice space. I was actually recently just turned on to you guys not long ago. I hate to admit this because you guys have been around since 2013.
Yes, sir.
Long time. And I'm embarrassed to say this, but holy shit, I stumbled across you guys on one of your paid for sponsors on Facebook. So, hey, at least your money's going to good use.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I'm not going to lie to you. There's a lot of new music, especially new metal out there that I think is complete shit. And I was like, you know what? Yeah. All right. Yeah. Chuckie knows, Chuckie, you know this because I read your bio. So I know what your history is all about. And I was like, you know what? I like the name. I like the artwork. Why not? All right. So I followed through, and I told my wife, I told my best friend, I was like, holy shit. I even told you guys when I emailed you immediately. Holy shit. I am so glad that I actually followed through and clicked it and stumbled across it because, you can hear the opening intro on some bands. And you're like, all right, it's not bad. Now, let's see how the guy with the microphone fucks this all up. And dude, holy shit, man. I mean, the power, the force, the drive, it's consistent. It's in your face the whole way through. So I'm going to take half a minute to introduce you guys to the audience. Noah Wellborn, front and center. You are on vocals.
Yes, sir.
John Gray, where's John?
Right here.
Right there on the side. Guitarist, PRS at that, correct?
Yes, sir.
I used to work at PRS. My daughter and her fiance work at PRS. The plant is 8 miles from my house. My best friend's wife is head of HR. So, dude, I was so thrilled to see that picture in the bio.
There's PRS on the arm. I actually sent that to them years ago when I got it.
That's awesome. I love that. I absolutely love that. Where's old Chuckie? Chuckie's back there playing with his hair. Okay. Chuckie, a lot of your music influences. You're also a guitar player.
Yes, sir.
I saw Sepultura Ministry. And it says that you also chronically masturbate a lot.
It's a problem, but not really.
It's what keeps the hand moving on the guitar. I get it. I get that. Where's Keith at?
Right here.
Keith back in the center on drums, and then of course we have Big Caleb up front on bass. God, you are a giant. Oh my God. That is a big man. So tell me a little bit. All right, so 2013. You guys came out in 2015. You released your first EP. Tell me how you guys originally came to be Bless the Dead.
Well, I am the only original member from the band, but I look at everybody in this band as being the band of Bless the Dead. We've had a good run with all of these guys. It originated with all friends of ours. Right here in Atlanta, we had all talked for a long time that we were all going to get together and start a band and play in a band together. And through the years, we lost a couple here and there, and this is kind of how this is where we are now. So
He kept the same theme as looking for members. So all of us together combined have been playing the Atlanta scene for 20 plus years.
Okay,
We've both shared the stage together in separate bands.
right.
Bless the Dead was kind of a collaboration of a bunch of friends that we all went to the shows together, hung out. They started Bless the Dead, and then as guys moved on, that's what they brought in was people we knew from the start of Atlanta stuff and
we still
early 2000s.
we still spend a lot of time with all them guys too. They get on
Nice.
stage sometimes. I mean, us being, you know, a little older, it's hard to walk a line of a band, and a lot of the reason we lost members was just life, just
I get it. Sure.
and
Yeah.
able to do it. You know, we've got a couple of guys that help us write, and our buddy Alan White, which we've
Big shout out, Alan.
getting a lot of props. You know, he was a big part of We Create This.
Right. Well, I tell you what, man, it is so much more of a commitment than everybody thinks. You know, when they get into a band, they're like, dude, you know how to play guitar? And he kind of plays on the bass a little bit. Let's just jam. And then one person wants to make that their career, that future. And the other guy's like, but I have a job.
Right.
And he's got a kid.
Yeah.
And we are not, you know, we're not a power 3-piece. We're not Rush. We're not taking over the world, dude. I can't just, you know, go on tour.
Right.
So with that being said, I mean, I'm sure you guys are probably 9-to-5ers.
Mhm.
Okay. Well, you know, I mean, it maybe not Chuckie. I mean, you're probably keeping Pornhub in business, but I mean, so yeah. And I know back, you know, I was reading up, and I know COVID had killed you guys were supposed to have gone and done a European tour.
Yeah.
And I don't know if any of you separately have ever been to Europe in a band and toured. I know a lot of my friends that were in bands growing up with, that I lived with and helped out with and whatnot back in my old day. I mean, Europe is a beast when it comes to metal. And I can only imagine what they would have done to you guys over there between Europe and Japan. Holy shit, dude. I mean, they just go nuts over this stuff.
We're looking forward to it big time, that's for sure.
So, I mean, are plans like that trying to reconvene? Are you trying to reschedule, especially now with the release of We Create This?
We're hoping so. So with the new label out of France, we're hoping that stuff will pick up, and we do get the opportunity, because we'll probably jump on it. You only get them so often when you're 9-to-5ers, and
right.
You know, don't have the marketing budget that big guys do. And we throw what we can at it, you know what I mean? We got you, so we're doing something. But yeah, we're hoping so. We know the market over there, just the experience. We just want to get in front of people. It really doesn't.
Well, I'll tell you what, you guys ever hop in the van, so to speak, and head up the East Coast, man, I will definitely help you guys find some local clubs up in the Baltimore, Maryland, DC area. And
we went to Baltimore.
Yeah, we played on.
Oh, have you?
Yeah, we got kicked out of Jersey Shore. They didn't. We tried to warn them about us. We played about a song and a half, and they were like, "Y'all got to shut it down." We're like, "We're a fucking metal band. Let's go."
You know, and that surprises me so much, because I mean, all the hardcore stuff that I grew up out of, you know, going to Jersey, going to Philly for the hardcore matinees back in the day, and to hear, well, then again, that's Jersey Shore. You got the guys with the collars, multi-collars turned up on their yeah, just the wrong side of Jersey, I guess, is all it was. So what is it that is like? I mean, so I know I can feel and hear some of your musical influences. Okay, all being brought back into one. You know, I've read a little bit, and you guys have openly admitted, you know, influences of bands such as like Pantera and so forth. And I think that is something that I love about you guys so much, is that even though you are a today band, you're keeping a lot of yesterday's influences, which really, in my opinion, are what created and brought around all the great music of today. You know, I saw Noah, I think it was you, I saw wearing a Clutch shirt.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm a huge Clutch fan, right down the road from us. You know, we try to go see them every time they play. You know, your sound your sound's great. You guys are so tight. I mean, the production alone on the album is so overwhelmingly tight and so well done. You don't hear stuff like that anymore.
Right.
You really don't. Okay. I mean, I know you guys have many years combined, especially, and even together as Blessed the Dead, to know what's right and what's wrong and what sounds good and what sounds like shit. Well, the five guys that are standing in front of me definitely have it going on. I mean,
Thank you. We appreciate it. And part of that comes from, we've all kind of been playing from the 90s, you know.
mhm,
We come from them old days of seeing Slayer full band in concert, seeing the old Metallica shows, seeing Pantera when it was Pantera, not the cover band that's coming around now, the Pantera experience. It's Pantera experience, right? But we've all been playing music so long and listened to that stuff. And we've grown with the times, we say, because there's new bands that Gojira is one. I love that. And
mhm,
that's kind of part of what we do, is just taking all the music we listen to from years on,
mhm.
letting it flow through these guys, these ones that write all the riffs and stuff, and really just playing what comes out. We don't set out to have a sound or a pathway or anything like that. It's just really what comes out. We're all from the South, kind of bluesy rock bass feel to it. We like to write good time metal rock and roll stuff. It's not all death and gloom. We write about everyday stuff. We write some fun stuff. We just have a good time with it, man. We're a bunch of 40-year-old dudes that like to have a good party. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I remember when I was in my 40s. Yeah. Yeah.
We'll be remembering those days soon too, my brother. Look, some of us are closer than others, but
No, and that's one reason, especially why I really wanted to talk to you guys, is because I could interview and talk to 100 new bands with new metal and the screamo or whatever, and that's fine for whoever likes that, and I got no problem with it, to each their own, but you guys are carrying forth with a style that I grew up with, and really moving that forward and keeping that alive. And I was like, dude, I got to talk to these guys, because if you guys are half as cool as your music is to me, forget about it. Top of the list.
hey, we're friends instantly, man.
I like that. I do. So any upcoming shows? I mean, any small East Coast tours, or anything going on as far as hitting the road and getting the new album out there in front of people?
So first one up, September 14th in Jonesboro, Georgia, South Atlanta. We're playing we're all from South, so it's called Yonder Ways Fest. It's a Friday night, Saturday night thing. We'll be playing the Saturday on the 14th.
Okay.
We've got Mom Fest coming up. As far as little jump tours, we're starting to work on that kind of stuff. Getting back, we pretty much spent the last year and a half finishing this album. There was some stuff we took some time off, had some stuff going on, and we took the last year and a half not playing the 50 or 60 shows a year like we used to, and took time on the album, got it done right, got to where we love it, and we're going to hit the ground running probably start November, December, and really catch fire in January and start pushing it. We got a couple more single releases off the album where we're going to do some video stuff.
Nice.
Got in the works, ideas, starting to get things in line.
Mm-hmm.
And we're really going to start pushing hard to do the next one.
Now, who are you? Now I'm sorry. Go ahead.
For album already.
Yeah.
There's a fine line in playing shows in front of 4 and 5 people on a Tuesday night and a Wednesday night, hitting the road. We've all done that for so long, and we talk about it a lot. It's where do you draw the line? Do we continue to write music and put music out, or do we spend time playing in front of 5 people if we don't have the good push and the promotion behind it? Because the internet's so powerful. I mean, we got you right now. We're talking and touching more people right now than we would be playing on a Tuesday night in front of nobody, So we want to play shows. We want to tour, but you know, it's not the 80s anymore, you know, as far as just getting in a van and going and doing it.
Right.
To a certain degree, you know what I mean?
Right. Well, I can't say I'm 100% in the scene like I was many years ago. But I definitely do still know a handful of individuals that are friends of mine, that are still actively playing, East Coast, Southeast, especially. And, man, I'm going to be reaching out to them, over the course of the weekend and passing your name along, to try and, merge guys. And, I mean, cause that's kind of what it's all about, is bands supporting other bands and helping each other out and so forth. And, you're talking about those Tuesday night shows. There's 5 people there, 2 of which are bartenders and the other 3 are family members. So you're not really showing it to anybody new.
Right.
And that's, a lot of people bitch about social media and so forth, but I'll tell you what, is a very, very powerful tool nowadays.
And we've been looking for the right guys to hook back up with and to do this kind of thing, because that's the other thing now. It's some of the work that we've guys put in for 20 years and we know how to do. It doesn't seem to be equal sometimes when you hook up with certain.
Oh, sure. It's real easy to come up shortchanged. And you're thinking everything's on the up and the up and up and up, but yeah, not so much.
Show or something happens like this and something comes up and they can't make it, reliability from.
Yeah.
Is a big deal. If you're going to travel up the East Coast with 2 other bands, you want to make sure they make it to every show, so.
Oh yeah.
Find the right guys, and we're actively looking. So absolutely. If you got guys that know, we're ready for it.
It's just time in the day, I would say.
Right.
Do we spend time writing, or are we going to go play shows? And we want to play shows, and we don't want to sound like we're, too good to not play in front of 5 people. It's not that. We want to play good, healthy shows with good, healthy bands and good promotion. Or we kind of would just rather be here and write another album.
Well, you want to be smart about it.
Yeah,
that's it.
You're not being stupid. You're not being arrogant. You're being smart. You guys are putting the money out of your own hard-earned pockets into a Tuesday night trip all the way up, 100, 200 miles to go play a show that gets promoted with 1 flyer on the inside of the bar door.
Right.
Yeah.
And then then you got to get home and go to work in the morning.
We've seen a lot of places that way. Do it.
No, I mean,
A little different approach.
right. Yeah. No, I mean, any help on that aspect, you guys tell me you guys got something coming up, mini tour, a couple of shows, man, send me some flyers. I'll push the shit out of it for you.
Well, yeah.
I really would. I'm really anxious to hopefully meet and see you guys live, because
yeah, man,
I haven't been this excited about an album in a long time.
heck yeah, man. That's awesome to hear, dude. We love it.
Yeah, that's what we want. That's what we want.
Well, and speaking of the album, so I know you guys are available on Amazon and Google Play.
Yep.
Now, I do know on your website that you guys also do have a little bit of merchandise.
Yeah.
Can people like me, downloading's fine. I mean, I still got a wall of DVDs. I still got a wall of CDs and even some vinyl floating around here somewhere.
Yes.
Can people get a hold of hard copies from you guys?
We're in the process of that too. Sometime in mid-September, we'll come out with just regular CDs. We're really thinking we're probably going to make a post about it. We're thinking about vinyl. I think.
Oh, nice.
But it's out of the pocket thing for us, as
right.
And so it's a nostalgia thing for us old guys that like to hear it on a record. But we want to do it right,
Sure.
So we want to make sure that we have enough for everybody that wants them, but not so that we have to sit on a bunch of them.
Sure.
But
no, I agree.
CDs will be too. And we're on Spotify. I think everywhere you can rip music or download music wherever you want, except for Pandora, I believe. Everywhere else we're on it. Spotify, I listen to it on Spotify.
Okay.
We're pretty good following on Spotify, where all of our stuff is, but I'm pretty sure all of our music is available everywhere else. And then merch, Heath has it at his house. I can run
I can
UPS.
mail it out. Yeah.
Most of what we on there is updated as best we can. I don't think we have any hats right now, but
And we want to thank Wormhole Death. We signed with them, and we signed just as a digital release. So
Okay.
I haven't spoke to them yet. I mean, I think they're okay with us printing some CDs to do it. The commitment that they wanted from us to push, when we were with Split Trick, that earned us a opportunity to go to Europe a couple years ago. The commitment was big. I mean, it was 3,000 or 4,000 CDs. We finally got through them, but again, it's a fine line of
Right.
where do you put your money?
where do you put your
Yep.
money?
So
Yeah, I mean, because everything that you make, you got to turn back around and reinvest it.
right.
That's the problem.
How
Right.
many listening to CDs? We want to make some, we want to make it all, but
Hmm. Now, was that tour, was that including you, all the 5 gentlemen that I'm talking to tonight?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
yes, sir.
Okay. I didn't know if that included somebody else from the past that might no longer be with the band or not.
Writing wise, there was other people writing on the album, but when it would have hit, it would have been us. Would have been
Okay.
us. Yeah. It was a 10-day rush. We would have left on a Wednesday and gotten dropped back off on a Monday afternoon with a hell of a hangover. And it was 8 shows in 10 days.
Yeah, 8 shows in 10 days. We were just
Nice. What's the biggest crowd you guys have played in front of, if you don't mind me asking?
Yeah.
Texas Hippie Coalition, probably 250 plus.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
And then
And-
Overwhelmed was probably 250, 300
we played a show, not with this whole group, but
originally. Yeah.
we played a show. Havoc. We played with Havoc. If you're,
Oh,
if you're-
nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, them guys were super nice to us, man. We're big fans of theirs.
Mhm.
There may have been 300, 3 maybe, but we
Right.
played with some bigger bands. But talking about going out and touring, even Havoc, as much of a monster as they were, you think you're going to play a big show, and then
Right.
there's only about 300 people there. It's sad. We need
Havoc's
more,
huge.
we need more people to go to shows.
Yeah.
We try to
Get back out. Come party with us.
Yeah.
I would love to, trust me. And when we do meet, I will. I promise you that. And I will definitely bring as many heads with as I can. I guarantee that. And when you guys come out with a 4X,
Oh, we
Hey,
can get whatever you want.
Hey, that's me. I'm a 4X too.
I trust me, I'm looking at you, brother. I know. Oh man, no, this is great. I really appreciate you taking the time. I know this is cutting into rehearsal space right now. Um,
Thank you.
Thank you.
but I definitely want to thank you guys, especially on a Friday night. Boys and girls, bless the dead, hailing from the southern part Atlanta area. Definitely be on the lookout for their newest release, We Create This, which just released, I believe,
August 9th.
August 9th. I was going to say about 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
That is great. And your first single, 755.
Yep.
I wanted to ask 755 question mark.
Question mark.
7 days a week for the next 55 years, baby. Being them gut.
I gotcha. Hey, everybody, definitely be sure to look up and follow Bless the Dead on all social media platforms. I know you guys are very active on your Facebook page. And speaking of social media, please be on the lookout for this guy right here with the Witching Hour podcast. And as you are watching this little shindig, please hit the subscribe button down below, as well as if you are a Roku fan and follower and got one of them in your room, click on the app, scroll down, you're going to find this guy's on there. Download the app and watch it on TV. That way you can see my big head on your 55-inch screen TV, the convenience of your own home. Boys and girls, thank you so much again. Bless the Dead, thank you guys. Any last words for me?
Y'all go out to a metal show, baby. Metal never dies.
Keep it alive and support it. Gentlemen, thank you so much. And I hope to be seeing and talk to you guys again soon. Everybody else out there, have a great weekend. And as always, please remember to keep it evil.
Evil.